Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel. We are the Mile High Property Brothers. Today, we are back in the studio and back giving you another map tour. This will be everything you need to see or know about Littleton, Colorado.
That's right. A ton of you guys have been asking about Littleton, so we're doing a deep dive today. Check it out. What's up, guys? I'm Eli Schmidt. This is my beautiful and wonderful partner, Will Grimes. If it's your first time checking out our channel, welcome. And hey guys, we drop a new video every Tuesday and every Thursday telling you everything there is to know about living in Denver. So if that is of interest to you, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a single one.
100%. And we are licensed brokers here in the state of Colorado, which means just as much as we love making these videos. We would love more to help you with those real estate needs. So that number that's popping up below, we are the guys for the phone calls, text messages, and those emails. So if there's something we can do to help you, we would love to. But with that being said, let's dive into our full map tour and everything you need to know about Littleton. And he's probably saying nice things to me because I probably said something not so nice to him in between the editing clip. So go figure.
Brothers, what are you gonna do, right?
Either way, this is super fun. We've gotten some positive reinforcement from you guys that watch these lately, and you guys, I guess, appreciate these, right? Which is super cool. So we're gonna continue to do more of these just to give you guys a great feel and just more detail into what to expect depending on the area that you're looking for.
Yeah, that's right. So before we jump into our amazing website, milehighpropertybros.com, and jump into Google Earth to do the map tour, guys, just to give you a little context as far as Littleton, if you haven't watched any of our videos on it before, it's most notably known for its amazing school district. It's usually always in the top 3, all of the Denver metro area. Littleton has been around for a long time. So you've got some really established homes and neighborhoods, trees, parks, just a really good, mature, well-rounded city.
Yeah, Old Town Littleton, super cool. You've got some breweries down there, which is a lot of fun. You're also on the west side of I-25 by a good margin. So as far as commuting to Denver and Denver Tech Center, still doable. We'll show you guys the expansion they did on C-470 to make that more doable. So definitely doable. But you're also, because you're significantly away from I-25, that means you're closer to the mountains, right? So Roxborough Park, anywhere else that you guys want to go, you're within minutes, right? Which is super cool and what a lot of people tend to enjoy about Littleton. Got some new builds that are out there. A lot of pre-existing homes that were built super early on, but so a good contrast as far as like availability and what to expect. But what better way than just hop onto the map and some Google Earth and to our website and to show you guys what you can expect.
All right, so here we are at milehighpropertybros.com, as we've shown you guys before. And if you go ahead and hover over each individual city, you're going to see it highlight to show you the boundaries. For the sake of today, let's go and explore Littleton. All right, so you can see here on the right side of the map, you've got I-25, which Will mentioned before, and you've got 470 running on the south side. Littleton actually goes down here just a little bit more, down by Chatfield, which we'll cover because there's a very popular new development down there. But let's scroll down here, and I just want to go ahead and show you guys a couple little facts here. So right here, you know, one cool thing about our website is it gives you just some cool details as far as demographics and stuff is what to expect. Average sold price, and these are constantly updating as well, is $663,000. If you go down here to some of the listings that are around here, you'll see some of the pre-existing homes like Will was talking about. You'll also see some of the new build homes that he's talking about. And again, with this just being a good, mature, established neighborhood, you're going to see townhomes and condos around there as well. So as far as like the whole gamut of styles and price points, Littleton kind of has all of it, right?
It's pretty cool. There's a lot of really cool stuff about it, guys. I think that the biggest thing for folks is it's a great suburban area. It's super close to the mountains, but you've got great school districts. That home for like 1.575, you're getting even more of those out there lately. And then the one that was just to the left of that, that's also a new build. So something to just pay attention to on there, like you've got some nice ranch style homes right at a mill. You've got some other new builds that are just under a mill, but then you've got some of these bigger ones when we were scrolling down to the bottom that give you just a larger lot size and a larger home. So whether it's townhomes, condos, big new builds that are new, smaller new builds that are there that are just, you don't just need all that space. Like obviously this one for 3.3, like amazing. Could be a little excessive depending on like your needs. Could be right what you need. We sold a handful of these in Boulder and in Littleton, and we've had some out in Southeast Aurora as well. So in all walks, and that's what I love is out of all the clients we've had off of this channel, different needs, right? But what I love about Colorado as a whole is you tend to see the mega new builds, your traditional new builds that are more than great for everybody, and then pre-existing, but then still that sprinkle of townhomes and condos. Yeah. Kind of like wherever you go. Like for example, guys, this has a different landscape than Southeast Aurora, But when it comes to shopping, when it comes to type of home that you can get into, and when it comes to still amazing views, it's a different view, but still amazing views. So it really just comes down to how much you want to be closer to the mountains, what part of the state you want to be in based off of your commute. But there isn't really one area in and around the Denver metro that's just extremely lagging as far as that. I would say up north a little bit, you don't get as many big mega new builds, right? Like 1.5 and above. Like you don't see much of that in like Thornton or Northglenn. Once you start bending back toward Arvada, you get some there. But so there are a couple areas north. Obviously, we don't cover a ton north when it comes to that. But the one thing you're getting different out here is just these bodies of water, proximity to mountains. Before I forget, guys, C470 did the expansion where they have a toll lane. So E470, as you guys know, on the east side of I-25 out towards Southeast Aurora, that entire highway is a toll road, a toll highway. So right here where Eli's showing you guys, it goes all the way east and then it bends up north and goes out toward DIA. An amazing highway that just lets you navigate in and around the Denver metro with little to no traffic. Now C470 over here by Littleton, this used to not have the expansion lane. It was just a free highway, but come 2:30, 3 o'clock to 4:30, because it was only like 2 lanes on each side, it was getting congested. It's still not as terrible as a lot of states that you guys come from when it comes to Chicago, Southern California. It's definitely not like I-5 in California. However, it was definitely congested, and that was a little bit of a hiccup for folks because they love being out here, but if it takes longer to get to Denver DTC, it was hard for them to do so. Well, since the expansion happened, the entire thing is on a toll. You can still drive on it for free, but they've got the toll lanes where they have these additional lanes. It checks your license plate, and all, just like a normal toll road. The commute's been amazing. I go out here a lot for friends that I've got out there. There's a ton of car shows at like Mike Ward Lamborghini out there that we go to. So I've been on these toll lanes at every time of the day for the past couple months, and it has been a game changer. So if that's something that you're not used to seeing or not aware that's happened, before we get into the details, your commute has exponentially changed in a good way.
It has. And let's talk about a couple of the other like primary roads that are going to be cutting through here. Okay, so the first one I want to hit with you guys over here, right off of 470, this is Broadway. Okay, so Broadway right here is going to cut right by Littleton Adventist Hospital, excellent hospital. That's where we had our baby actually.
Our baby,
yes, our baby.
Yeah.
And you guys,
if you guys ever wonder why I say a bunch of crazy stuff to him in between these clips, it's because he says things like that.
Stuff like that.
Eli and his wife.
Yes, yeah,
lovely
Eli and his wife. And then we do get a ton of you guys that are in the medical field. So I always want to point out these medical campus facilities. So this is Broadway. Broadway is going to go all the way north
downtown.
Up to downtown
Just
Denver.
about, right?
Yes, absolutely. Cuts right through Inglewood, but we're keeping it to Littleton today. And I want to show you this other primary road here, which is Santa Fe or Highway 85, because this is another one that it is a highway, right? But it cuts through completely all the way through Littleton, and then will also take you all the way downtown.
Guys, if you've been watching our videos for a long time, you'll probably pick up what I'm putting down here. Santa Fe, Highway 85.
85, yep.
That's like Parker Road / Highway 83 out in Parker and Southeast Aurora. It's like these main like mega roads per se that are technically like highways, but they're not interstate highways. They're just like these 3-4 lane highways, but they commute all the way across town. You guys saw Broadway goes all the way up north, all the way into downtown. So when we tell you guys a lot of our traffic is cut down here and our rush hours are not terrible because there's 10 different ways to get wherever you want to go. Like these aerial views are phenomenal because Broadway, Santa Fe, the highways, I-25, like you've got so many different access points to go downtown or to go south that a lot of people choose to do so versus take the highway, or because you've got so many additional exits on the highway, people are only on the highway for a given moment and then they're getting right off at their exit. So good aerial views on why our traffic is just not overly a huge issue here in Colorado compared to some of your other big states that we keep getting compared to lately.
So let's go right to downtown Littleton, okay? So downtown Littleton is one of the major draws to Littleton for a lot of people.
And this is right off of Santa Fe, correct?
This is right off of Santa Fe, and here we are just north of Arapahoe Community College. ACC as they'll call it out here, which is, it's a real popular community college, good school.
Decent baseball team.
So if you look up here, guys, this is going to be downtown Littleton, okay? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and jump over to the street view just to give you guys a feel for, we'll call it like Old Town Littleton, and because it's Littleton's old, right?
Yeah.
But it has like just so many like cute little shops here. Like here, I think this is View House, great brunch, cute little like spice place.
Can you scroll to the turn right just a little bit? Go back to View. Was that View House?
Yeah, it was right
Yeah.
there.
So show like the rooftop deck.
Yep.
So really cool, guys. Like you've got like what I would call Old Town Littleton, right? So you've got these old mom and pop shops, these old brick buildings, but they do stuff like this to them. So if you're living in Littleton, you don't want to go all the way downtown, you want to go hang out, but just stay close proximity wise to where you're living. These rooftop decks and the music that opens up, the games and the cornhole that they have here, like, it's so cool. And like this little strip right here is a lot of fun, and you don't really have to go anywhere. And because no one's really coming here unless they live there, right? Like, it's never overly packed, but you get good crowds, good atmospherics overall. Really a lot of fun.
One other place while we're here, I want to show you guys the Melting Pot. Is this place right here? It's like it's famous in Colorado. It's a really cool fondue place. Supposedly the bathroom in here is haunted. It's a really old building. It's got a really cool story.
Is it haunted?
That's what they say.
The last thing you want is a scare when you're on the pooper.
I know, right? Hey, at least you're on the pooper.
So like, we'll keep it to view house if you're a fraidy cat like me.
If you get the crap scared out of you, at least it's good.
Oh, hey, man, that's a zinger, man. Very good.
So coming down here, like, it's super walkable. You've got sushi, again, coffee, little acai bowl places. Downtown Littleton is very cool. They've got really good farmers markets down here during the summertime. And the other thing that I really like about downtown Littleton is its proximity to the light rail station. And if you guys have been following our channel for a little bit, you've heard us mention that, off of I-25, just straight up north and south, you don't have a whole ton of options for public transportation outside of buses. However, here they have the light rail station right here. So you can board the light rail right here, and this will take you out to the airport, downtown, up to Arvada.
And that runs, I think, along Santa Fe North, right? And then that bends around and it heads out toward the airport.
Exactly. Now, while we're in this downtown area, let's just jump over here a little bit, and you're going to see all of this golf course right here. Okay, I believe this is Denver Golf Club.
Yep, and if you guys were to travel down south, we're talking like 5-6 minutes. It puts you right in this area, maybe even less from downtown Littleton, right? So not very long. I know we're looking at the aerial map, so it's hard to tell, but it doesn't take you very long to hop right over here at all.
And let's just take a look at some of the homes here, because again, this is a really nice established area. You can see there's beautiful yards, but older homes, right? When Will was mentioning ranch style homes earlier, this is a lot of what you're going to find out here in the golf club area of Littleton.
Look at that lawn. I bet that guy was thinking,
oh, the checkers. Yeah.
I bet that guy was thinking like, hey, mow your lawn every week. You never know when you're going to be on the Mile High Property Brothers YouTube channel
100%.
through Google Earth, right? Like, and then the guy across the street, he's probably like consulting that guy, right? Who would have thought?
So a lot of these homes, guys, were built in the 70s, but as you can see, they've been extremely well maintained. You've got big yards out here, which is really nice.
Something to consider, right? Like, traffic gets cut down over here. It's not terribly busy, but as you guys can tell, on this roadway, remember when I talked to you guys about Southeast Aurora, or we talk about some areas like in Denver, how you've got big front yards, but then you've also got sidewalk, then grass and trees, then gutter and road. As an example here, where see how you have like the bike lane, but then right past the bike lane, you got gutter and grass. So you don't really have like a large sidewalk to walk on or push a stroller. I don't know how safe people feel pushing their stroller in the bike lane. You don't get a lot of fast traffic through here. We're also over here in the golf community, right? We're on one of the busier roads. So we're gonna show you guys a couple of other things, but just wanna give you some examples compared to some of the other videos we've shown as far as like how walkable certain neighborhoods are.
Oh yeah. Now what we're gonna do here, we're gonna jump over to the other side of Highway 85 or Santa Fe here, and we're just going to jump into one of these neighborhoods completely randomly to give you a feel of what I would call a traditional Littleton neighborhood would feel like. And Littleton does have some unique neighborhoods that have very much like their own characteristics and stuff, or new build communities or older, but I would say a lot of them are going to be very similar to what you're going to see here as we're just running through the street view. So you can see these homes are probably 1985, 1990. You still have huge mature trees everywhere. This is something you're not gonna see in like a new build community in Castle Rock or a new build community in Southeast Aurora, because we're 20 years from having trees like that.
Unless you're in like Towns Reach or some other areas where they've just got huge pine trees that they dug around to create the landscape.
Yeah, exactly. But a lot of these homes, guys, these are gonna be your 650s to 7s that you're going to see here. Some of them might be updated and be closer to 800 or 850.
Some of these have been remodeled. They are doing like a lot of remodels out in Littleton for folks that do refurbishing and things like that. Some of these are your traditional like main level upstairs. Some of these are also what we would call your tri-level style homes. So when you guys are going through and looking at that, just realize some of them are the tri-level. So people like them a lot. They were uber popular back in the 70s and 80s. A lot of folks are remodeling them now to just have a little bit more of an open concept. It does kind of cut down on some of your square footage, footage because right when you walk in the door, you've got this like center area where you're either going up or you're going down. It can kind of just cut down on each living space. But something to think about when you guys are looking at that area and you're looking at some of the older homes, people tend to gravitate toward the ranch styles because they've got basements more times than not. And then that main living area on the main floor, the top floor, which is just ground level, it's got that big feel that you can really like create the open concept with.
Yes. Now, I want to shoot down south a little bit here, and you're going to see all these big bodies of water, okay? This is Chatfield State Park. Really good place for camping. There's like an archery range, a shooting range, tons of trails. There's a dog park down there as well, right here actually. And then this massive lake, which is one of the most popular, if not the most popular, boating lake, motorized boating lake in Colorado. This in addition to probably Cherry Creek State Park.
Right, it's because they allow motorboats, right? They allow the motorized boats. The Aurora Reservoir out in southeast Aurora does not. That's a paddle only, right? So just depending on where you guys are at, what you guys would like to do and have fun with, some of that might dictate where you guys pick.
Yeah, and what's cool about Littleton as well is you'll see all these little pocket neighborhoods that we've got here around these bodies of water. And these are always really cool to explore because, you know, just in Colorado, it is such indoor-outdoor state that, hey, anytime you can get a property, you know, like these that are going to be behind us here, you've got these gorgeous homes. Hello, sir. And you literally back up to open space and you're overlooking the water here. But you can see these homes, like they're gorgeous. They're
very established,
not overly expensive or pricey or anything like that. Yet you get these trails in your backyard. You've got
and you still have your own backyard.
Backing up to. You still have your own backyard. Yes, absolutely. And this is one of the things that, you know, in Colorado, guys, you just don't have a whole lot of lots that are acreages and higher. There's just not that many out here.
Half acre, quarter acre, eighth acre. But some out here in these older neighborhoods, they just have the bigger lots, which is amazing. These are really sought after. These are awesome.
They are.
You've got old brick homes. Brick, it just does really well as far as like longevity. And we'll pan over and show you guys a little place called Sterling Ranch, which is out in Littleton here in a second. And we'll kind of give you guys a comparable to, you know, what the pre-existing, more established, older Littleton looks like as far as like your lot, your location, what you guys have access to as far as water, compared to like a Sterling Ranch, which is brand new. A lot of amazing things. They have like a full gig of internet that's like fiber optic into every home. It's a smart community per se, so they recycle rainwater. They have like your street lights have different colors, so if a kid goes missing, like the street lights will flash so everybody's on alert. Like some really, really cool stuff.
Yes.
But the lot sizes are a little different. It's still, I would say you could consider it a little bit underdeveloped because it's still within its first like solid 5 years of really being developed. I know it's been around longer than that, but the last 5 years has been when they've really been developing the homes. You had like the Tough Mudder go out there and do some stuff. So you've got some cool stuff. You have a UC Health place there.
Let's go ahead and jump down there.
Let's just do it since I'm running my mouth about it.
So here's Santa Fe, guys. To get to Sterling Ranch, what you're going to do is you're going to go south on Santa Fe.
South.
Yeah, if we're up north, you're going to go south on Santa Fe. You're going to pass 470, so you're going to go south of 470 on Santa Fe, and then Sterling Ranch is going to be right about here. There should be Titan Road. Yep, this is it. So right here, I'm not sure how good. Let's see if they've got their street view set up yet, but let's go ahead and take a look. Again, with all this just being so new, let's see what we got here.
Yep.
Ah, perfect. Okay. Now, as we drive around here, what you're going to see is they've got a bike lane and a parking lane and a sidewalk.
Yeah, so as you guys can see, the lots might be a little bit smaller here, but see the gardens and the walk space in the center of the road, dividing each directional road. See the bike lane, see the sidewalk, then grass, then road. So you're getting a smaller lot size, but you're gaining more community walkability, parkability kind of like thing. So this is a great view of just the difference you're going to see between established Littleton and newer, modern, however you want to chalk it up.
It's true.
Littleton.
And what I want to point out about Sterling Ranch being a new build community is so many new build communities you go into, it is just cookie cutter. You can tell it's all the same builder and everything is so identical. One of the things I love about Sterling Ranch is they gave exclusivity to about, was it 7 builders?
I think so,
5 or 7 builders. And as you can see right here from this example, I mean, you've got this really ultra modern contemporary home right next to this more traditional style
You know what
home.
that reminds me of? The Griswolds.
Christmas Vacation. Yeah. This
You remember like the really rich, snooty neighbors
Angry
that
couple.
like
This
had
is
the
those
Rottweilers
people.
in the nice home with like all the modern, and then like
These are the
then you got
Griswolds.
the Griswolds next door. Like,
That's
and we
exactly
don't know who actually lives there, but it's just funny, and it gives you guys kind of a contrast. But even though you've got a handful of builders here, it just keeps everything unique and diverse as far as like the style and look that you guys have over here.
It is, and one of the appealing things to Sterling Ranch to a lot of people is that you do get a new build home out here. I would say they're starting right around, I was just looking, they've got townhomes right around 700 right now. So I would say 700 up to 1 to 1.2 is kind of going to be your standard.
I think they've got like their first clubhouse going up, or they got it up already.
Yeah, I think they do already.
Sterling Ranch is only going to get bigger. Guys, Sterling Ranch, believe it or not, is going to end up almost as big as Highlands Ranch.
Yep.
Highlands Ranch is like a 20,000 home build from 20 years ago. Sterling Ranch, stay right there.
Yep.
It's like that entire area. So see where the homes are at, like on the top?
It's going to come all the way out to here.
Yep, and it goes like all the way. Like, I mean, it's literally going to be as big, almost as big as Highlands Ranch. So a lot to come there as far as more clubhouses. But the smart city, or like smart neighborhood per se, is like what's been really attractive for folks. The internet, that all the fiber optics that each home gets as far as like from the gate when they develop it. A lot of really cool stuff. And you're not too far from Roxborough Park.
Yes.
Which I'm guessing you're going to get into right now, correct? So super cool. You literally rest right up on it.
Well, and as you guys can see here, you know, the landscape, this is pretty much, I would say, the most affordable new style homes that are this close to the mountains. I would say if you're looking for a new home that is affordable and as close to the mountains as you can get without being in the mountains, Sterling Ranch and Roxborough Park, which we're about to go over now, it's really cool. Hard to beat. Yeah.
Well, Roxborough Park is one of our national, one of our state parks.
Yes. Yep.
So really cool. So which means it's protected is what I'm getting at. So as far as like more being built up on the rocks or you losing out on a view or something like that, no. Right, and like you'll get map plans, you'll know what's going to be built in front of you if there is anything in front of you. But once you start getting into the actual land, the zoning and the lots have pretty much been established.
Yeah. So Roxborough Park is really unique, and what I'm going to do, guys, we're going to show you guys some drone footage because a lot of these streets are private, so they don't have Google Street View on here. But I want to show you guys really how close you are to the main road. Right. I mean, here's like the main road in. You're 3 minutes from there. But then look at these rock formations, which you're going to see in the drone footage. These are just absolutely gorgeous. And then look at these homes that are tucked between this little valley between these rock formations and where the mountains actually start. How you can see how each one of these, there's such a vast difference in elevation. Everyone here, it's like stadium seating. You all get amazing views of downtown Denver. They're big wooded lots, and these homes are just absolutely gorgeous out here.
Agreed. Man, we can also like give you guys some links as far as like just weather and what that looks like out there as well. You'll get a little bit more inclement weather because you are tucked up into the mountains and things like that. But I mean, when the juice is worth the squeeze on this as far as golf course, views, everything else, like really cool.
Yep.
Really cool.
And again, you're still close to everything. Like this is just this really cool pocket of homes that is just tucked back here, just right up against the mountains.
And you're only getting more commercial out here, right? I don't know if you guys know how like all of the zoning works and everything, but as a build, there's a certain requirement for schools. There's a certain requirement for commercial things depending on how it's been zoned. So you guys have everything off of Santa Fe, everything off of Broadway. You could even venture to Colorado Boulevard and use Colorado Boulevard, but there's only going to be some more things that come that are even closer proximity as far as like daily shopping.
It's true, guys. And lastly, you know, we talked a lot about 470. For you guys that are, you know, really interested in proximity to the mountains is very important to you guys. Littleton, again, wins because Littleton goes all the way over here where it says Ken, Carl, and Columbine. This is all Littleton right here, guys. There's a lot of you that live right here. You're jumping on 470, and then as soon as you jump on 470, you're going north just a little bit, and you can either take 285 out right through here into the mountains, or you can come up a little bit higher into I-70, and then this is going to take you to all your major ski resorts and stuff. So this will save you, you know, compared to living in Parker or Castle Rock, this will save you a solid,
or like Southeast Aurora. If you leave the map right where it's at, you can literally see, guys, Aurora Reservoir off to the right-hand side.
It'll save you a solid 30 to 35 minutes of travel time. So if proximity to the mountains is that important to you guys, Littleton might be a really good option.
100%. And something else that's going to save you guys time is just me always throwing that reminder and letting you guys know that yes, we are licensed brokers here in the state of Colorado, and yes, just as much as we love making these videos, we would love more to help you with those real estate needs. So I'm going to popping back below are the guys who answer the phone calls, text messages, and those emails, right? So if we can help you, it would save you a ton of time as far as prioritizing areas, prioritizing locations as far as neighborhoods, and ultimately getting you guys into the home that you desire here in Colorado.
All right, see you guys.
Take care, guys. Have a great week.
Bye. Check it out. All right.
That's what I said.
At least I let you say it.
He lets me say something.
Yes, I do. I do.
Just so that's out there, Z. He has to
Yes.
let me say something. I'm definitely not dominant enough to say it on my own.
All right.
If you don't see Eli ever again, I did not kill him.
All right.